You know what music?
You know the music. You know the sound.
You know what fucking.
I love how Charles hasn't changed like once.
He's in character as
We're wearing
Charles.
like costumes and shit, and Charles is like in his hoodie, like, "What's up? It's me, Charles."
Get his ass, Andrew. Get his ass.
Real. I mean, you're a fake person. Seems like you got to do something new every time.
I give people
just
performances.
do the same thing. I think you already left it all out there. I think you're gonna.
I get people in performances, and Charles wears a hoodie the whole time.
This is the first.
This is the first
episode
last hour? This was
of
different.
a podcast.
You're ET. You're ET for and I'm like riding the bike, and we're going past the moon, and you're in my basket.
Talking like what?
Well, I don't know. Are we live? We going?
We've been live, brother. What's up?
Yeah, we're live.
For how long? I was peeing.
I'm jealous of Charles.
All right.
Hell, we've been live for 7 hours, dude. What are you talking about?
I want to go down that road. I'm jealous of Charles being obsessed with his favorite food is a sandwich, and he walks everywhere. No, thank you.
I changed my favorite food after everyone made fun of me.
That's chicken tikka.
Now it's chicken tikka masala
sandwich.
Masala is the chicken nuggets of Indian food, so you're still a bit.
Damn.
Yeah, but it's so good. It's better than
Guys,
chicken nuggets.
how can you argue at a time like this?
That's true.
Like what?
Ben is dead.
Ben
Oh
died.
fuck! I forgot about that.
R.I.P.
I don't
Ben.
want to talk about this. I thought I could just
wait,
get on
we're
here
on-
tonight and like kind of like stop thinking about this just for one fucking minute of my life.
Listen, we have one
By the way-
opportunity. Shut up! We have one opportunity to honor our good friend Ben and let him know really what he meant to us. I am calling for all of the listeners to just go and send to twitter.com, and I want you to log into your Twitters, and I want you to try to follow Betrayed Man 19.
It's right up. If everyone watching, you can see it on the screen right at the top. Follow at Betrayed Man 1990.
He loves getting a follow request. Unfortunately,
You'll see he doesn't have that many followers. He needs a lot more.
He has been really like meaningful to us, and I think that's our best way to honor his memory is to send as many follow requests
Very true.
to him as possible.
And-
it will go to his email, and he gets an email, not in his spam inbox, but his primary inbox every single time.
If you are
And I have
pending,
power of attorney over him, so I will actually be able to get into his account and approve all of those. That was part of the thing when he died. I got all of his logins.
The thing is like
I've seen
in Ben's advanced directive, he had himself in as DNR DNI. So do not resuscitate, do not intubate. He didn't want to be saved. He wanted to go when he was supposed to go. CJ overturned that, and it didn't. Apparently, it didn't go through. Like the text message he sent to the doctor was like sleeping.
Yeah, so he didn't get transferred
didn't
to
get
the
in on
incubator
time.
for baby
So
birds.
Ben, like when he died, like it just went like he just died, and then like he's dead now.
I will say, chat. I see a lot of you talking about.
CJ tried to make sure he lived forever, but he wouldn't.
If you are pending, if your follow request is pending, cancel that. Resend a new one, so he gets a new email.
Keep sending more and more. He needs as many as he can get.
Yeah.
So we are here to honor his memory.
Yes.
To honor him. And I know we all brought some words that we want to share to kind of commemorate what I wouldn't say it was a good or like it was a unique life. It was a very uniquely lived life of a man that we love and we hated, and he was a real whirlwind of emotions for us. Does anyone mind if I read my eulogy first?
Oh, please go ahead.
No.
Ben, this is insane. I feel like we were just at your bunker in Montana yesterday, shooting those beer cans with those weird lever action rifles that you bought. And you told me you bought them because they're the first gun you can actually craft in 7 Days to Die. We would load up our backpacks with whiskey sours and Luna bars, the Luna bars for guys, and go out into the woods pretending every living animal we saw was Bigfoot and shoot our guns at them. And we had a lot of crazy animals, a lot of stuff I don't even know what to call it. Skunks, deer, a guy, but none of them were Bigfoot. But it was always fun to be there with you and pretend that guy we shot was Bigfoot. And I can't believe you're dead. God truly took you too late. I thought you'd have been dead years ago because you are allergic to bread, the food that is synonymous with being alive in most Bibles. I thought your dog would easily eat you in your sleep, or that you would fall in between the crevice in your bed because your bed is 2 twin beds pushed together. Also, you have sex with that crevice, so it probably wants revenge on you to kill you.
He does.
It's weird to live in a world without you. I don't know what I'll do. I love you, and I want to take you and spray you with the hose in your raw denim outfit to help you so it fits nice and tight when it dries. But I can't do that now. I can't because you're dead. And yeah, technically I could do it with your corpse, but I can't get to it because CJ took it and he won't let me goof around with it. I will create a small shrine to you, Ben, with all the things that you love. Pictures of female journalists, Mio energy drink, Steam games that cost $19, guns, pictures of meat getting cut and abscesses popping. We love you, little man, you little freak, you pervert. I wish you were alive so I could bounce your head off the sidewalk. I love you. I love you. I love you. Bye-bye.
Wow.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's beautiful.
Branson,
Branson.
yeah, it's
Bye-bye.
amazing. If does anybody mind if I go next?
Just one of them.
Hold on, CJ, could you hand me one of those beers?
Yeah, sure. Here you go.
Move it over. Here. Ooh. Whoa.
Wow.
Oh,
Wrong side.
Yeah. Hey, check this out. Branson.
Oh. Branson, are you getting thirsty?
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, can you actually pass that to Branson?
yeah, hold on.
Nope.
Here you go.
On the other side.
Oh, other side. All right, hold on. Oh,
Hey, John,
yeah, wrong
John, can you?
There you go.
What side?
Whoa, look at that beer. Look at
Thank you
that.
for the beer.
Pass that to.
Yeah, hey, Branson, could you actually pass that to John?
Pass that to John.
We can all sort of take a
Take it
sip of
back to
that.
Charles. Puff
All
that
right.
fast.
John, you want to go ahead and grab that?
Yeah, I do.
John, can you pass that up to me?
Oh, wow.
I can.
That's pretty cool.
Where you get that beer?
Oh! Look at this. We got beers for days.
Not
This
bad.
is all in Ben's honor, and that's what we're here for, and that's what's most important.
Rest in peace,
That's
man.
right.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, Tom, I got to hear what you got to say
Okay.
about Ben.
So I actually have after hearing the news about Ben, I wrote a little something, and I reached out to a friend of ours as well, and they wrote a little something. So I'm going to read 2 of them, but I'll start with
Can you
mine.
pass that beer back down to John so you can pass it to Branson and CJ?
All right.
All right, while you're passing that down, I'm going to read my eulogy. Ben,
Oh.
my sweet little prince.
Oh.
I can't believe a crumb fell into your favorite drink of 4 ounces of water and 2 bottles of Mio, and your
Take a
pussy
sip.
stomach exploded. I hate you for dying.
Pass it over.
I hated you for living. I love you so much, and I wish I could have died in your place. I wish I was there to protect you, little Ben boy, but I failed you. I'm afraid. I'm a simp, and I will take this
beer,
L.
CJ.
I will see you in heaven, my little angel.
Thank you so much, Tom.
And then
That's incredible.
I did reach out to a friend of ours. You guys may know him as Henry.
Oh, he loves Henry.
He does.
British fellow.
So Ben loves
British
Henry.
chap.
Now 'tis bored. Worse for Wednesday. The only thing on all minds today does be the funeral of Ben. All loves go out to all his family at this sad time. But I will not be sad today, and will fill my head with an art with happy memories what we did share, and celebrate his life.
Thank you, Henry.
Thank you, Henry.
Henry the Bear is so cool.
That was really kind of Henry to reach out and send that message.
I think you also
Ben.
reached out to another friend of ours, Andrew Haas, who Ben was a big fan of.
That's right.
I would hate for someone here to have any negative thoughts about Henry, though, who wouldn't see that as a fitting tribute.
Andrew Haas.
It'd make me really mad.
I tried to reach out to Andrew Haas, but unfortunately had been turned into a turkey and eaten by Taylor Swift. So that's
Oh, that's a shame at this time.
Put in prison.
yeah, that's actually what it's what he wanted. So unfortunate, fortunate, depending on your point of view.
I think these tributes have been really heartfelt. I I didn't know Ben as well as you guys did, and I kind of feel bad because Branson told me it was his 18th birthday, so I got him a card, and I'm really trying to I mean, I didn't have any time. That's the only thing I heard was that it was 18th birthday today, so like, I tried to change it last minute, but I still want to give him a few words, if I may.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I got this card. It's a Thomas the Tank Engine card. It says, it's your birthday. You're 8. But I added a 1 because I thought it'd be funny if it said 18 on the kid's card. It says, you're a big boy. You're a big boy. I thought that'd be funny. You flip it open. It says, I heard it's someone's special day. Unfortunately, now I'm sorry to hear that it's a different kind
Well,
of
it still is
day.
a special day.
Yeah, we're still celebrating him.
It is. I know, but it's just a little bit more somber.
Well,
It says, you are 18 years old. An important day in a boy's life. Unfortunately, now, that's more of a tragic kind of important day in a boy's life. I don't think he was a boy either. It seems like I was lied
Ben
to.
took the L.
Yeah, he took the kind of L that takes you to the grave.
Yeah, but we're all kind of simping for him, so...
Yeah, that's true. We're gonna miss it.
I wrote a note in the card. I was like, I know that a lot of your friends say that you're small, but this card says you're a big boy. I bet you're going to grow to be 6 feet tall. And now it's kind of awkward because he's 6 feet in the earth. And he's 6 feet underground, which is probably it's the highest he's ever been, but inverted, right? It's not really what I was intending.
Well, it's the thought
it
that
says,
counts.
Yeah.
I wrote, beneath that I
that.
scribbled in, I'm wishing you many more great birthdays to come. I think he's still going to have those birthdays. They're just not going to be on Earth with us.
Yeah, they'll be in hell.
Or heaven.
Yeah, in hell, potentially.
It's the circle of life.
I tried to put $20 in the card. I said don't spend it all in one place. But...
I mean, you could just take that right back out.
Yeah, you could slide that right back out.
I could take the $20 if you wanted to give it to somebody.
Listen.
Well, that's not necessary. I think that I might donate it in his memory, I forgot to sign the card, but I would have signed it.
If you want to donate it in his memory, just pick an OnlyFans and just put it right in.
Yeah,
I was going to say...
Chat if you have recommendations.
I was going to say you could just drive to Wendy's and leave it in the drive-thru.
Yeah,
and that's sort of a respectful donation in Ben's honor.
Would have gone.
So. Yeah.
I'm going to slide it under the first window at the Wendy's. Just a little tip from heaven, A man who would have loved to grab that burger, take the bun off of it, and then just enjoy it.
He never tipped, ironically, so...
You don't get a tip at Wendy's.
Well, yeah, that's also
in his memory. I do.
All right, who wants to speak next?
Do you mind if I read?
Do you want to go, CJ?
Do you want to go, John?
Okay, I could go.
It's got to be especially emotional for you.
I'll go at the end, seeing as how I'm his legal guardian.
Sure.
Well, we're.
Yeah.
This is called Eulogy for My Sweet Friend Ben. My sweet little Ohio pumpkin. You are a ray of sunshine who touched all of our lives. Your sense of humor and razor-sharp wit, how will we ever learn how to laugh again? Nobody knows how you died, but I'll bet it was from doing something you love. Like going into the woods to shoot an old propane tank with a crossbow. Or accidentally somehow stabbing yourself with your switchblade comb. Or crashing your truck into Lake Erie. On your way to buy a new truck. You loved to make sure the hose was rolled up correctly. There wasn't anything in this world that gave you more joy than seeing a hose rolled up correctly on a hose reel. And nothing that could cause you more rage than to see a hose carelessly thrown on the ground. Ben, you were so fucking small. You were so fucking small, dude. You were only 1 foot tall. You were the size of an ant. You were constantly being stepped on the sidewalk by other people because of how small you were. They are going to put you in a shoebox, launch it into Lake Erie with one of those water balloon slingshots. Your truck bed was full of Wendy's hamburger buns because that's where you would throw them after you went to the drive-thru and ordered 2 Dave's Doubles. Now that you are gone, CJ and I will get more money on the Twitch stream. I will probably use my share to purchase a Logitech G903 wireless gaming mouse and a new NVIDIA RTX 2080 Ti video card. I kind of ran out of time, but I have a piece of writing that I know Ben really liked that I'd like to read to you guys.
Please,
Sure.
feel free.
Memory.
Feel
Okay.
free.
Wendy's favorite Big Bacon Classic returns. New edition
Okay, here we go.
to Crave lineup. Dublin, Ohio, January 29th, 2020. PR Newswire. What? Guess who's back? It's big, it's a classic, and it's got bacon. Wendy's Big Bacon Classic, a throwback to all you 90s babies out there, is the latest addition to the Made to Crave lineup. A fan favorite, first introduced in 1992, this classic cheeseburger features fresh and flavorful ingredients to ramp up your everyday cheeseburger. And did we mention the bacon? Because the Big Bacon Classic is topped with three strips of delicious applewood smoked bacon. Wendy's Big Bacon Classic is a perfect balance of hot and juicy, fresh, never frozen beef, 2 slices of American cheese, 3 strips of crispy applewood smoked bacon, because bacon makes everything better, and the cool, crisp crunch of Wendy's fresh produce. This bad boy is then topped with creamy mayonnaise and ketchup, all in between a warm and fluffy premium bun, making for the biggest, most classic bacon cheeseburger in town. When? Wendy's fans can enjoy the Big Bacon Classic today. Where? Available nationwide at participating Wendy's restaurants. How? Run, don't walk, to your local Wendy's to enjoy this classic. About Wendy's. Wendy's was founded in 1969 in Columbus, Ohio. Dave built his business on the premise, quality is our recipe, which remains the guidepost of the Wendy's system. Wendy's is best known for its made-to-order square hamburgers using fresh, never frozen beef, freshly prepared salads, and other signature items like chili, baked potatoes, and the frosty dessert. The Wendy's Company, NASDAQ WEN, is committed to doing the right thing and making a positive difference in the lives of others. This is most visible through the company's support of the Dave Thomas Foundation for Adoption and its signature Wendy's Wonderful Kids program, which seeks to find every child in the North American foster system care a loving, forever home. Today, Wendy's and its franchisees employ hundreds of thousands of people across more than 6,700 restaurants worldwide, with the vision of becoming the world's most thriving and beloved restaurant brand. For details on franchising, connect with us at www.wendys.com/franchising. That's it. Thank you for listening.
That was really beautiful.
That was beautiful. Honestly, he would have loved that.
Yeah,
He would have started jacking off immediately.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
I'd like to go ahead and read my eulogy for Ben. Maybe hard to get through, but I think I can do it.
we're here
It's
for
okay.
It's okay, take your time.
you. Yeah.
John, Andrew, Branson, Charles, Tom, and every team member of Wendy's store number 37 in Cuyahoga Heights, Ohio. We lost Ben only a few days ago, but we missed him for a very long time. We missed his Tiro 17 clad legs, his distrust of any vehicle made after the year 2000, and his refusal to venture outside of a 10-mile radius from his home. Born in 1990, Ben brought a joy to his mother's life, not unlike that of an RGB light strip being turned on in a bedroom that looks like a Nazi hospital ward. The son of a baker, Ben was betrayed by genetics and rendered unable to consume gluten in any form, forcing him to rearrange both his life and his diet in a manner most similar to the rearrangement that took place in Ben's bedroom every 4 to 5 days. If you could go back to Cleveland, Ohio in 2002, you'd find a town of quiet streets, gas-lit rooms, and carriages drawn by horses. You'd find a boy of 12 reading a paper titled Industrial Society and Its Future by Theodore Kaczynski, a boy who spent his evenings falling off docks in Lake Erie, and his days honing and crystallizing his intense distrust of all who appear different from him. As Ben became an adult, he applied to his professional life the same work ethic that helped him achieve his dream of having the most Bondo on his truck of anyone in his neighborhood. He quickly rose to the ranks of people who saw the heads off of cows for a living, and the respect he commanded from his colleagues was second only to his command over a high-pressure hose. He will always be remembered by those who worked with him as being the first one to show up to work, and the last one they expected to be concealed carrying at work. As per Ben's wishes, his remains have been transported to his final resting place in the same hearse that was used to transport Stuart Little to his grave. And although Ben perished after having a nightmare about cryptids, which rendered him too weak to lift the weighted fabric softener sheet he slept under each night, he won't be remembered as anything other than strong, sincere, and short. Ben was many things to many people. To his parents, he was the light of their life, a towering achievement, an achievement of proper parenting and guidance manifest into a human being the size of a grain of rice. To his lovers, of whom he had many, he was as gentle as a spring rain shower and as powerful as a thunderstorm. To his friends, he was a bulwark against turmoil, the type of person you could call at any time of the day with any sort of problem, and you always knew his voicemail greeting would be waiting on the other end of the line. Gifted archer, cryptid expert, employee of the year at Santa's workshop. These are just a few of the things that Ben was to countless people. But to me, Ben will forever be remembered as my friend. And now we lay Ben, his 3 guns, his 4,000 rounds of 22 LR ammunition, and his most prized cat baby to rest. May God bless Ben and all of those who were lucky enough to have known him. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
That has me in tears.
Thank you.
This is so emotional.
Yeah, me too. I miss him so much.
It's okay. We all miss him. We all wish he was here now so we could kill him. Just a little.
Yeah.
Take turns doing whatever we wanted to him. Pretending he was our friend while we abused him. But he's gone, and we gotta figure out how to move on in his absence.
That's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
The fact of the matter remains that E-Chain just wouldn't be the same without another Ben. And
As much as we'll miss, during the 40% of times he would actually show up to stream, the show must go on.
Yeah.
the show must go on.
There's a tiny little mouse-sized hole in the heart of each chain.
Well, we gotta plug that hole up, and they say the best way to cope is to as quickly move on as possible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys were really close on closing that contract. And now for the stream, the sponsorship, and now I don't know how that's going to happen without a new bet.
Kind of puts a dark cloud over the whole thing.
Can I say a few
really
words?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Andrew, I'm sorry.
I don't have anything written, but I feel like I just kind of take what's from my heart.
That's the purest way to do it.
Okay. Ben, you and I will live forever, Valhalla. You and I were doing so well with our snitching business by reporting to every girlfriend and wife about their spouses or significant others. We were making bank and we were stacking stacks. There wasn't a day that went by without a guap. You and I posing in full Balenciaga with black eye haircuts on the coast of Lake Erie. For our album cover, for our Chill Beats group, Boys Glow. I knew when we sat in my Mitsubishi Eclipse, made in 1999, when we both wore Timbs, that we'd have a bond that would last eternity. In our compound, where we had twin beds, where we'd sleep all day, next to our giant Yeti thermoses that were bigger than you. And our sneakers were still on, or our Timbs, depending on the day. I knew we were in there, and we were safe and clean. And synthwave blared through the halls of the compound. As the customizable LED lights glowed to our mood. Purple, pinks, blues and greens, reds and yellows, or even orange. Though we didn't see that often. Because we were calm and we were happy. We didn't need any bitch. We didn't need any... You and I were happy being wage slaves. And we were happy just caring for our friends. And saying, well, I don't know, just how it is. And you know what? All of your girlfriends are better off because of us. Because we told them when you made mistakes. And they paid us well. We'd tug on their skirts and say, oh lady, Branson ate Taco Bell for lunch. Even though you said you had a salad. Ben, I'm going to miss you. but you're already at the place where we both wanted to go. And I know that. Soon I'll be with you, but not too soon. Goodbye.
Probably the best one yet.
Just
Does
beautiful.
anyone know what happened to Ben?
Yeah,
He died.
a fruit fly went through a doom portal and spawned in where he was standing, and it blew him apart. He's fucking dead. And I miss him. I miss him so much. But you know,
We all miss him.
an important part of the grieving process is to move on, is to fill that void as quickly as possible, and not pay attention to how you're feeling about it all, and just move right into the next thing.
The healthiest
right.
thing to
That's the
do
I Ching
is,
way.
if your spouse dies, is to get married with it as quickly as possible to the next
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, that's
It
true.
helps you. And I feel like that's
Immediate-
kind of what we need to do now.
I think so. I think that's the only way I Ching can really continue, and the way that it has been for so many years now, is by figuring out a way to carry on without Ben, but with a new Ben.
So
Somebody-
I think
Go ahead.
What-
Go ahead.
that sponsorship deal, who was it with that you guys were about to close it with again?
That was it was kind of a joint thing. It's Lockheed Martin is going to be the ones bankrolling most of it. However, it's a joint partnership with Hitachi as well, so kind of a little cultural crossover there. And yeah, we laid the groundwork for the sponsorship deal, but we haven't really hammered out all the details, signed on the dots, all that sort of thing. And I don't know, since Ben was part of the original sponsorship contract, I don't know that we'll be able to continue unless we have a Ben surrogate, the
Okay.
new
Yeah.
Ben, to replace him.
We need a new bed.
Yeah.
We need a
Yeah,
new
that's
Ben.
that's very clear.
If your
Yeah.
dog dies, you get a new dog.
Yeah.
right?
You get a new
correct.
dog, and you
That's-
name it
yes.
Ben.
Ben's
You nailed it on the head. Yeah.
Smaller than
Yeah,
the dog.
smaller than
Yeah.
every dog out there.
Every dog I've met.
Yeah,
You buy a teacup Chihuahua and you try to put a pair of child's jeans on it immediately. When your old dog dies, that's the first thing you do.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
if you're 6 feet plus, then don't even bother because
No.
there's no
absolutely
fucking
not.
point.
Yeah,
not.
absolutely not.
Get the fuck out of here.
yeah.
So how are we doing this, CJ? I know me and you talked a little bit about this, but how are we going to go about finding the new bed?
Well, I know me and
So-
CJ have been working on some Craigslist posts.
Oh, okay.
Doing some
I feel like though,
advertising. I know-
if you go out and you go into groups like cryptid groups, you might find stuff. Gun groups, cryptid groups,
Yeah.
truck groups,
auto parts
Mhm.
groups,
7 days to die boards.
Yeah.
groups of people who buy used tires, even though they don't have any a car to put the tires on.
Oh, I bought these tires.
Just
I don't know
collecting
if I-
tires.
Discord.
Just Ben, if he was alive for the amount of time that the Lord intended him to live, instead of being being taken by the devil, he would have been one of those guys who had a car and his like 5 cars on his lawn
So-
for 30
yeah.
years.
Mhm.
So my
I'm gonna get to it. It's not of any use anymore, bro.
I got an idea of what I was doing for a bit there. Was I was going around to different orphanages and whatnot, and I was bringing out a big blanket. And I was laying out all of Ben's favorite things on it to these kids to see if maybe Ben had reincarnated into one of them. I had me a water enhancer, right?
Like a Dalai Lama kind of situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had some crossbow bolts, right? I had a really incredibly thin gray blanket that was his favorite blanket. And I had a picture of Grace Spellman. And I'm showing all these kids, and I'm like, all right, point at the stuff. And I had some random stuff that Ben didn't like in there, like a loaf of bread and women in general. And I had the kids point to the stuff they liked, and I wasn't able to find a single kid that enjoyed me a water enhancer
Or a size 4 men's Iron Ranger boot.
right. No, raw denim. It was a wash. So we got to find a less ideal way to find them. So let's talk about these Craigslist ads.
Yeah. Do you want to go ahead, CJ, or do you want me to go first?
Sure,
Since-
I'll go ahead. Mine was kind of a bit of an untraditional Craigslist ad in the sense that when I went to post it on Craigslist, the section of Craigslist that I was intending on posting it in no longer exists. They got rid of it. So I'm just gonna read it here, and hopefully anyone listening might think that this appeals to them and might take up the call. So here we go. Here's the Craigslist ad. Wanted. 3-foot-tall Twitch streamer who's hornier than a JRPG and harder than connecting to a multiplayer game of 7 Days to Die. Needs to have a deep V-neck and a deeper throat. You're about to discover a whole new meaning to the term twin-stick shooters. We've got a position open for you, and you've got some openings to fill for us and a body that'll thunderclap our nuts into our ASUS Republic of Raw denims in 10 seconds flat. You better put on your apron because you're getting soaked. We're going to put your meat handling skills to the test and make you roll up our hoses after we spray you down with them. Let's see if you can handle this solid snake and make our final fantasy come true. I've got a legendary level 60 divine pecker of greater throbbing that needs you to pick it up and equip it in your slot. Got a joystick laying around? Good. We need someone who can play Microsoft Flight Simulator with his mouth. Press F to pay respects to this cock. Ever see a casting couch that looks like a really wide race car gamer chair? Well, you're about to. Pants off mandatory, boots on optional. I'm talking the three of us. A 12-pack of Blue Moon, some sort of weird gluten-free beer for you in a sippy cup, an 8-hour YouTube synthwave playlist, and as many condoms as we can buy with our Twitch payout. Ever bust while laying on a 6x6 foot mouse pad? Well, you're gonna. There's only 3 subs I'm interested in. You, the people paying to watch our channel, and John's meatball marinara sub that he got from Clark and Cleaver in Calgary. You better get your practice in now because every time you see me, I'm gonna be on hard mode. The trash can on the front lawn of your house isn't the only thing that's gonna always have its bottom facing up. Hope you're a patient gamer because your load times are about to go way up. Starting pay is $50 a month. We will provide the Lenovo Sibian. You will have to answer CJ's calls no matter what time of day it is. Serious applicants only. Send resume and 3 high-quality images of your legs and feet to eatchain at lockheedmartin.com.
That was amazing.
That's wonderful.
That sounds like a nice time.
I think, John, you should maybe go last. You got the best one. I would like to read my Craigslist ad real quick, if that's all right.
Sure.
John has the most direct love for Ben.
Mm-hmm. He's the alpha, so I won't want to follow his because it's just gonna
Yeah, you're gonna look like shit. You're gonna look like an idiot as usual. But yeah, go ahead.
I posted this to Craigslist, Atlantic City. Looking for tiny freak who wants to die. Little man makes big mistake. Freak for sale who wants to be bought and have his hide tanned. Non-sexual. Do not be a freak on me. I love you, though. You have to remember that. Are you ready for the ride of your life? Are you ready for a new sensation? This world is a roller coaster, baby. Must be allergic to bread. Non-negotiable. Each chain is looking for a new Ben. We have a big contract coming up to sponsor Raytheon's new Sibian, the Dick Cheney 2300. We need you to ride it, but don't be gross about it. This is just business. You don't have to be our friend, but you are going to love us and tell us every day. You must send us $1 on Venmo, and we will send it back and forth saying I love you for the rest of our life. If interested, you must live in Ohio. We will not pay for you to move. We will never meet you either. We will only message you on Twitter and call your phone in the middle of the night so that you have to mute it in order to sleep and or make love the crevice which in your bed, which is 2 twin beds that you put together. Contact us now and we will abuse you.
That sounds effective.
Wonderful.
I got a couple replies, but they're all like 5-4. It's not the same.
No,
Yeah, it's not.
sorry. Go NBA is that way.
Fucking sucks.
Were they willing to part with the bottom of their legs?
Ooh,
You do a little
are you
chop
talking
them
about
off a little.
a Cotton Hill situation here?
We're
Yeah,
not
I
Yeah,
think that
they don't
if
need
they're-
shins.
they're into that.
people on each
Like
chain.
if
Yeah,
I'm
that's a good
looking
point.
to get that can of soup off the top shelf, maybe I'll contact those guys. But I need a
Yeah.
Ben in my life.
Yeah, 1 feet tall only.
We're very clear. It's very clear. All the ads.
Yeah.
Please, if you are taller than 1 foot tall, do not reply.
Do not apply unless Polly Pocket can dunk on you on the court.
I saw a really big grasshopper that could maybe apply. If I get in touch with that guy.
Ben just sitting on top of.
This is a
his stool.
callback.
Long fucking call.
Ben
Great callback from 7 hours ago, man. The joke that didn't work in the first time.
Usually we do callbacks on like good ones.
Hey, I'm just pulling your leg, Charles. Why don't you hand me a beer?
Well,
Why don't
here's
you
a
why don't you
callback.
pass a beer down to John?
Oh, he's leaving.
Oh no.
Gets up. Okay.
Peace.
Disrespectful to Ben, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gone. You're just not going to see me because I'm mad.
Anyway, I was saying, Ben
I'll pass
sits at a-
John a beer, but not the rest of you.
Shut up, True.
Yeah, pass me a beer.
Oh, pass.
Yeah, pass it to John.
beer.
Yeah,
Branson,
Alright, reach
grab
up.
that beer and give it to me.
reaching up.
Oh, I gotta give you.
Whoa.
Okay.
Whoa.
I don't remember which side
Pretty
is
good.
it.
Don't pass it to Branson until he starts being
John
nice
can
to
do
you.
it.
Can I have it? Can I have that beer?
Branson?
Yeah. There you
Yeah.
Branson?
Oh, thank you.
Oh, look
go.
at that.
Ooh.
Wow. Andrew, would you like it?
Yeah, did you take a sip though?
Yeah.
Hand it over.
Make sure you get some of that hepatitis.
Oh, there you go.
Enjoy.
Wrong side again.
Well, who cares?
It's so
Well, pass
crazy
it.
how I did that. It's like a video game.
You want to pass it to CJ?
Guys, can
Hey,
I
CJ.
can I be
Oh,
honest?
it's here.
Yeah, I'll take one. Hand that over.
Here you
Can I be
go.
honest about that beer that I was passing to John?
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, what is it?
Now could I
Look,
Tom, you want the beer?
I didn't
Yeah,
know
I'll take the
I got it
beer.
right that time.
All right, here you go.
Oh, man.
that's my next beer. It's
Oh, thank you.
it's still closed.
Wow.
Can you open it now?
Open the beer, Charles.
Yeah, I mean,
Now that you... There we go. Why don't
There
you
we go.
pour it on that hot...
Why don't you pass that to John, and you can pass it to
Cool
the
it
Branson.
down.
computer could use
Yeah.
the beer more than any of us. I mean, it
The
sounds
computer
like
Can
fucking-
you just pass that one
Fucking
too?
there's a riot going on.
Well, Andrew, do
Pass
you
that one
want
too. So
Andrew? Do you
CJ
want
can
to?
pass- We need to get that. Like this is
No, hold on,
game.
hold on, I'll
Get the
pass it
beer from
back.
Charles to Tom. That's the game.
We just did it. I'll pass it back.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it back. All right, here you go, CJ. Can you grab that one for me?
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you. All right, now.
Tom, this better
take a
be a
sip.
good beer. I don't want to drink it
Good.
if it sucks.
No, it's
So you're
good. You'll
gonna
like
hand
it.
it to me?
You'll like it.
Yep.
Tom, what are
You
you
wait
what
up.
are you passing my way?
Whoa, here we go. Not yet,
Whoa,
though,
look at
Branson.
that.
I'm gonna give it to me first.
Yeah, can I get a little bit of that?
You want some of this?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, there it is. Take a sip. Take a sip. Isn't that good? Is that
Ooh,
good?
that's a good beer.
I told you,
That's a
Charles.
good
All
beer.
right, I told you, Charles. All right, why don't you
All
give that
right.
to John?
John, you want some?
Let me see.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's,
I trust John's opinion. Tell me how
Why
is
is so
this beer?
fucking funny every time?
oh, that's
Alright.
great.
Why don't you give that
That's
up to
just
Charles?
wonderful.
He can have a drink.
Oh,
You
wow.
want a sip? You want a sip?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take a sip. All right,
Pretty good there. I think we did a pretty good job
it's
there.
pretty good.
Good job, guys.
Tom, what do you call this?
It's beer.
Yeah, beer. I don't know what you want.
John, why don't you go
What
ahead
is it
and
made
read
with?
us-
Like grains?
It's called Ben's
hops?
death juice. He can't drink it because he's a fucking pussy. Sorry.
right.
Well, he's a dead. I'm
He's
sorry,
He's dead
a
now.
He's a dead pussy.
So you actually can drink it now.
oh yeah, I can't hurt him now.
We just need
I
that
hope
body.
I hope they serve beer in hell, fellas. That's just an observation I just.
Hey
had.
John, why don't you cut off Charles and read your Craigslist ad?
Sure. I got busy with another project and didn't get around to making an ad for the new Ben, but it's related, so I'm just gonna read it out. If you wanna find the ad because you're interested, it's under the Cleveland Craigslist for sale general section. I'll just read it out. You guys can just jump in.
Yeah, thank you.
Estate sale this Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Great items for sale. Lots of good stuff. Come check it out. Like one 1999 GMC Sonoma. Runs great, brother. Some rust, but she runs good, no problem. One gaming PC tower that says Lenovo on it. One large mouse pad customized with a photo of chili dogs. 2 cat babies, condition near mint. 3 cat babies, condition very good plus. 1 cat baby, condition very good. 12 cat babies, condition poor. 3 crossbows with 5,000 crossbow bolts. One framed life-size poster of the girl from Churches, one Cleveland Indians T-shirt, the one with the racist logo, and 2 twin beds, no sheets included. Those are final. Money can be paid to, and there's a link to my PayPal account there. If you're interested. Like I said, that's on the Cleveland Craigslist. Yeah.
Perfect. If you guys are in
Those
Cleveland,
cat babies were Grand's 24/7 shop exclusives. They were
They?
Yeah, they're real high. They're real high demand items. Some of them
Yeah.
fetch prices as high as $11 or $12.
well,
Wow.
it's easy. It's easy to see why Ben would collect them.
And they were there, and both of those are unfucked. So, just
I mean, there's at least $40 worth of cat babies here. I mean,
And-
how do you go wrong?
Yeah, and several of those are unfucked. So, like CJ pointed out, so aim for those. Aim
You
for
should
those.
tell all.
Charles, would you be able to pass that back down to Tom? Like, I just say I saw it pass my way.
Okay, well,
A
I
couple
got a
of-
different beer. I got a different beer than Tom. Check it out.
Okay, yeah. Let me try your beer.
I'll pass it over
check
to
it out.
Tom.
Yeah.
Okay.
a couple of the cat
Let me
babies
take a
have
sip, though.
right wear from being
While
jammed
we do
into a
this,
boot.
do you guys mind if I read something?
Of course
absolutely.
not. Yeah,
Okay.
like we're happy to hear it.
I'm gonna pass a beer to you first, Branson.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me check the Twitch
Can
stream
I
so I can
sip?
see.
John's holding it over to you.
All right, so I'm going the long.
I think you shouldn't check the Twitch
Towards your-
stream. It's
towards
gonna
your
lag.
mic.
Going
Towards
on.
your mic. Towards your mic.
You're taking
There
a
you
long
go.
time to do it,
Jesus
man.
Oh,
Christ.
Not bad. All right.
Oh,
I'm
look at
gonna,
You should
Not
look
bad.
on Discord,
Pretty good.
man.
Have a nice sip.
all right. You want some of this?
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go, Andrew.
Wait, hand it over to me.
He is.
I am.
You're late. Are you looking at the Twitch?
Oh,
stream?
there we go.
You're
Yeah,
lagging.
no, I
Of course I am.
Oh.
You see
Oh
that?
my god.
Take a sip
You
of
guys are
that.
lagging.
All
It's a
right.
very
what
slow
episode-
Andrew,
beer.
take a sip
I
of that.
Pass this way quicker.
They're just
All right,
holding hands.
Charles, you need to chill out. I'm gonna hand it over to CJ. Here you go, CJ.
All
Take
right.
a sip.
So
Oh, CJ's a pro.
you.
Look at that.
this is in memory of Ben.
Tom, heads up. Literally.
Okay.
The
Thank
Boeing
you.
AH-64 Apache is an American twin turboshaft attack helicopter.
Pretty good.
With a tail wheel type landing gear arrangement and tandem cockpit or a crew of 2. It features a nose-mounted sensor suite for target acquisition and night vision systems. It is armed with a 30mm 1.18-inch M230 chain gun carried between the main landing gear under the aircraft's forward fuselage, and 4 hardpoints mounted on a stub wing pylons for carrying armament and stores, typically a mixture of AGM-114 Hellfire missiles and Hydra 70 rocket pods. The AH-64 has significant system redundancy to improve combat survivability. The Apache began as the Model 77 developed by Hughes Helicopters for the United States Army's Advanced Attack Helicopter Program to replace the AH-1 Cobra. The prototype YAH-64 was first flown on September 30th, 1975. The U.S. Army selected the YAH-64 over the Bell YAH-63 in 1976, and later approved full production in
Oh,
1982.
classic. We all know that.
After purchasing Hughes helicopters in 1984, McDonnell Douglas continued AH-64 production and development. The helicopter
that's
was
crazy.
introduced to U.S. Army service in April 1986.
Wow.
I remember
The
that.
advanced
day.
AH-64D Apache Longbow was delivered to the Army in March 1997. Production has been
Classic.
continued by Boeing Defense, Space and Security, with over 2,400 AH-64s being produced in 2020.
Wow.
The U.S. Army is the primary operator of the AH-64. It has also become the primary attack
Damn.
helicopter of multiple nations, including Greece, Japan, Israel, the Netherlands, Cleveland, Ohio, Singapore, and the United Arab Emirates. It has been built
Whoa.
under license in the United Kingdom as the Augusta Westland Apache. American AH-64s have served in conflicts in the Panama, Persian Gulf,
Whoa.
Kosovo, Afghanistan, Cleveland, Ohio, and Iraq. Israel
Wow, I
used the
did not
Apache
know
in
that.
military conflicts in Lebanon and the Gaza Strip.
Charles is not being genuine. He's just saying stuff to sound like he's
No, that's all new.
No,
I
the
really
Apache
didn't know any of that
The
stuff.
Apache helicopter
Even though
was
it sounds like exactly what he read in the first E-Chain episode of E1. I didn't know any of it.
He's correct.
What are
The
you talking about?
The Apache helicopter was deployed during the first and only Occupy Cleveland protest. Governor John Kasich signed off on that real fucking quick.
Dude, John Kasich, I wish he was president right now, man. Everything would be so simple and easy if he was. Every night I think about that. I wish I had voted for John Kasich in the Republican primary in 2016.
I wish I didn't. Yeah, I wish I didn't have a felony and I couldn't vote, and so I could have voted for John Kasich.
Now, do you guys know about the game 7 Days to Die?
Oh, do I?
I've
Of
heard that
course.
it's an early access survival horror video game set in an open world developed by the Fun Pimps.
LLC.
That's true. Now, the story, like the plot, is basically the game's events happen during an aftermath of a nuclear Third World War that destroyed an extremely large part of the world. So, except for some areas such as the fictional country of Nevezgani, the North Pole.
Wait, 7 Days to Die is set in the North Pole?
I guess so. The player is a survivor of the war.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Then.
It later says it was in Arizona.
The player is a survivor of the war who must survive by finding shelter, food, and water, as well as scavenging supplies to fend off the numerous zombies hinted to be the consequences of nuclear fallout that populate Nezvengani. Biblical name, maybe. I don't know. Though there's no real objective except surviving at this moment, the developers hinted at possible storyline that will be added in future updates.
Oh.
Well, that's pretty
there's a lot
sad.
to come. Every decade with this game, I think they update it.
It's still in early access.
Yeah, 7 years later, it's still in early access. But yeah, this 7 Days to Die is a great game. It's really well built. It's this multiplayer game that you're actually just supposed to play alone in your dark, dingy room, and the only light is from your computers.
In 7 Days to Die, the player spawns into a randomly generated world or the present world of Nevezgani, Arizona, with the objective of surviving for as long as possible against the elements and the zombie hordes. As a survival game, the player character is in constant need of water and food for sustenance. Constant? Okay, calm down. As well as being vulnerable to injury and illness. The game is voxel-based, similar in aspects to Minecraft, also seen in an Adam Sandler film, Pixels, even though they're voxels. It's not in the article. I'm just saying that.
John, do you know how long, how much hours our good friend Ben spent playing this game?
I'm trying to look it up, but I have a feeling he set his
Oh,
account.
he did.
Playtime to private.
Actually, on the
Or before his account was demised, he was so tired of us bringing up that subject, but it's easily over 1,000 hours.
Well, luckily
there's
CJ's the the arbiter of his account, so he can sort of go in there and unlock it, and we can check it. But we'll have to do that
do
later.
nothing else to his account at
Yeah.
all. Also, on the subject of the story of 7 Days to Die, there is an unspoken psychological aspect to the plot of that game, and it takes place. It's actually kind of breaks down the fourth wall and makes you wonder if you, the player, are someone who's capable of having sex with a Chilton repair manual for a 1999 Mercury Sable. If that's the kind of if that's the kind of guy you are.
There's a statement released October 16, 2019, by the Fun Pimps, stating, many are speculating as to the future of 7 Days to Die on consoles, and the Fun Pimps want to be as transparent as possible. So here's the reality of the situation. After a long and tedious legal process and a closed auction, the Fun Pimps have reacquired full console publishing rights on the current and all future versions of 7 Days to Die on PS4 and Xbox One.
What a relief.
We know there's still a steady and healthy 7 Days to Die console community, as we hear from them on our social media channels all the time, and the game still has nearly 10,000 concurrent players using the game on weekends.
Update 9.
As far as
9,999. I'm sad to say.
Unfortunately, the Fun Pimps lost 75% of their income.
As far as updates, the console has not gotten a meaningful update since July 2017, which is content and features from the Alpha 15 PC version. The Fun Pimps are a PC game developer and publisher, and we do not have the resources or expertise to do ports/updates to the console. So we licensed the console publishing rights to Telltale Games. I didn't know that. Oh my fucking god!
They lost their houses on that.
Who hired Iron Galaxy, who have done the ports with minimal TFP assistance. We all had a great thing going. A full Alpha 16 port was in the works. That is, until Telltale's insolvency broke the cadence of builds, hurt our sales, reputation, and created this unfortunate situation. Instead of investing in a new update, TFP spent a very large sum of money regaining the rights back in an auction, in addition to ongoing legal and auditing fees. Now that we are the console publisher, as an operational business and out of obligation to our investors and our hardworking team, who need to provide for their families too, we have to evaluate the expense and risk of porting any future versions of the game to consoles relative to the income it could generate. Full console ports cost into the millions of dollars, not to mention the restrictions that the platform holders have on not breaking save games, which would be inevitable given our current framework. And the technical challenges associated with porting a resource-intensive game like 7 Days to Die consoles. Yeah, that game would be a fucking nightmare to port because it doesn't even run on a PC.
It was resource-intensive.
I believe it runs
in
really
that
well.
It took our friend's life.
With Sony and Microsoft, no matter how small, any update has to go through a rigorous testing / submission process. As you can see, this is not an easy problem to solve. We are exploring all options that would eventually deliver a new version of 7 Days to Die consoles. 7 Days to consoles, but this would likely happen after the PC version has gone gold and could end up being an entirely new product or on the new console. Please understand, Telltale going under has put the console version of 7 Days in this situation. TFP are trying to look out for the future of our company and the game we care about. The Fun Pimps will keep you updated as more information becomes available or if things change. We thank you for all the continued support.
I think that's nice. I hope that console players
I hope
are
they do
able to. Yeah, I hope console players are able
too.
to play the game. You know, spawn mini bikes in it and drive around for 7 hours a day, and then fall asleep at 8 p.m.
Also, due to a sudden lack of funding from an angel investor, you are no longer able to customize the height of your character in 7 Days to Die.
I don't know if this.
7 Days to Die
Sorry,
on
yeah,
Twitch
go on.
TV right now has 870 viewers across like 10 channels.
I don't know if this would be appropriate in.
The thing is, like, their game
Ben's
fucking
memory.
sucks, but I respect the Fun Pimps so much. They're on that fucking grind.
they're so
like
cool.
putting-
Oh,
Yeah, they're cool. They have a cool name.
They're like doing everything they can to make sure this game stays pure to the vision they envisioned.
But in that regard, I think it would be for the best for Ben if we had a quiet and solemn reading of the scores that this game received from every single publication that bothered to review it.
No.
Would that be okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go ahead and light a candle for this real quick.
Oh, my candle's
Oh,
still going.
Please, CJ.
Dude, I
I'm
lit one at
gonna,
the beginning.
out of
I lit a
respect, I'm gonna
candle
wait for you to
6
light it.
hours ago, 7 hours ago, and it's like hardly even made a dent in it.
That's like the Hanukkah story.
Okay. That candle
kind of
has
will
me
show.
feeling introspective. Destructoid, 3 out of 10. Games Master, 48%. GameSpot, 2 out of 10. IGN, 4.9 out of 10. OPM, this magazine hailing from the UK across the pond, 5 out of 10. Very high score.
Well, for
The Digital Fix,
I mean, it's
4 out of 10.
7 Days to Die has to be better than life in the UK.
Metro, 2 out of 10.
I would say some bears would disagree with you.
Metacritic says 35 out of 100. RIP.
All right.
the Weinstein Company, 10 out of 10.
R.I.P. to Ben.
Gamer,
A true
Gamer
angel.
Ohio gave it a 12 out of 10.
Must play. Must put 800 hours into.
Anonymous reviews. Pour this one out on my. I'm gonna pour this beer out on my loud computer right now, in his honor.
Cool it down.
Well, okay, I'm not.
Need
Yeah,
to go.
Where are you flying, Charles? There's a quarantine going on, bud. You can't go anywhere.
Here, look. If I wasn't doing push to talk, I would put a glass under the can and pour it out so it looks like it's pouring on my computer. But I'm doing push to talk, so my hand is.
That's
busy, so I
that's a
can't do
pretty risky bit to do on
Yeah.
hour.
Yeah,
8.
that's a Joel bit. You can't handle that kind of chaos, Charles.
That's an hour 8 bit.
I can handle that kind of chaos. It's just that
He's upset.
I got to do push to talk, so that's my excuse.
Was
I
that
think you do it.
was that it for us,
should do it.
boys?
I think that's
I mean,
it.
we
This
got-
my Jimi Hendrix moment is just destroying my laptop at the end of the 8 hours.
I say this: we got 1 minute till midnight. Let's listen.
Make a wish.
I think we should all call Ben at the same time.
Oh yeah, let's give him a nice phone call.
Okay.
Give him a ring. Let's give him a
Wow,
ring.
somebody put some chill wave on real quick.
Oh, I got it on. Don't worry. We've got some Mitch Murder Breeze playing right now.
All right, where's my cell phone?
All right,
Oh,
let's go to
shit.
favorites. Ben.
Let's go. Make sure everybody gets that betrayed man follow. That's very important.
Yeah,
The
Betrayed
last
Man,
text message I got
1990.
from him, and it just says hog hunting. I don't know what that means.
Call is forwarded. Automatic voice message system 440.
Oh, you should probably. Cut it out.
I'm on top of it, Charles. Yes.
Okay, let's do that. Does Branson have a cell phone?
Branson does not have a cell phone.
Okay, let's all call him on 3. Okay.
All right.
Well, okay.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice
Whoop.
147.
Whoop.
Tone. Please record your message. When you are finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey Ben boy, little baby, sweet bean.
Your
I'm
call
gonna
has
miss
been
you.
forwarded to an
You're the best thing
automatic
that's ever
voice
happened to me,
message
and sometimes I think about you.
No.
The way you would smell like cranberry mio and tangerine. And I just want you to know that when I'm alone at night, I'm gonna think about you. And how bad I want to make you choke on that raw denim, and I'm never gonna be able to kill you now. You're such a sweet little bean, and I want to wax your pole. And you're gonna do it yourself in hell while the devil watches, and he jacks off too, because he's so happy that he has you and we don't. But guess what? I'm gonna do some bad stuff so I can go to hell and fight for you. Alright, love you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Send me $1. Bye bye.
I can't wait to go to hell and take a pair of raw denim jeans and put them over a chain link fence and then walk about 15 yards away and jack off next to Ben together, staring at the raw denim trying on the chain link fence.
Alright. We ready to wrap this thing up?
I think we're ready to wrap this up.
Alright.
You know what's crazy to me is that Eat Chain, they're one of the hottest podcasts in the game right now. They didn't even come here to raise money for charity, but they raised over $10,000.
They came here. They helped us out. They
Without the
they helped,
intention
they
of
helped
doing
out the small guys. They came on here to end us out, get us over 10K. That's more than That's more than
Ben made in a
That's more
year.
than our goal.
All that
a
money,
lot more.
1 hour a podcast.
1 hour.
That's-
Nobody
Everyone
donated.
change the podcast.
All the
Follow them
money
on
I raised
iTunes.
These
for
are the
charity on
pros
our last
right here.
stream. When I said it was for charity, it was actually for me. Yeah, great job. Thank you so much to
Thank you,
everybody who
E-Chain,
donated.
CJ and John.
Thank you to CJ and John for hopping on.
Thank you to Will and Kath. Thank you to Drill and Derek. Thank you to Joel and Nick. Thank you to Felix.
Taylor.
Thank you to Taylor. Happy
Taylor,
birthday, Taylor.
Parade,
Happy birthday,
They
Taylor.
destroyed it.
Arlen, we got
Script
Alex.
Yeah, thanks for doing the
Yeah,
music video and
fucking-
stuff.
Thank you for like showing it on our
yeah,
stupid stream.
Thanks for Tom for helping us do this.
Yeah, Tom's the
number
hidden
one. Tom's
MVP.
the stream king.
Yeah,
That's
hope
what's
you
up.
guys liked it.
He's the master
Thank you
of
to Henry the
events.
Bear.
Thank you, Henry. No, shut up. Come on, dog.
Come on, dude.
Why you gotta be so?
So
Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know
I'm gonna
I'm
marry her
human
anyway.
We should make
too?
a song about it, Tom.
No, we
Oh, okay. We should talk about that off stream.
Why
No,
you gotta
okay,
be
yeah, let's-
so rude?
I'll give you
I'm
my
gonna
info.
marry you anyway.
Yeah, let's link up.
$10,000. It's a big deal. I want to thank everyone for
It is a
helping.
huge deal. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
8
let's
hours.
go to
lot
this
of
Community
people.
Foundation.
A lot of people who lost work because of what's been going on. A lot of people in the restaurant industry who can get dropped like flies. So it's actually badass. People came and helped out.
Mhm. We appreciate
and we're
everything
glad
you
we're able to do
gave.
some of it.
And also, everyone say a prayer for Joel because that boy is probably not
Yeah.
feeling good.
I
tonight.
made him drink a lot of milk.
Yeah.
Also, people
Passed out a
said,
couple
people
hours
were
ago.
saying, "Oh, Branson, this is Branson's idea," or like Felix had a part in this because it's like video game related. Joel Quest has been like a Joel dream for like a minute. Like that's something like Joel's wanted to do for a while. So like he's in pain, but also that's like something that he suffers for the art. Like so, don't worry about him, but just say a prayer for him in his belly.
Yeah. That's a lot of milk. So just prayers
It
up.
might just be
I
entertainment
hope you
to
got the
us, but
clips.
to
I hope
Joel,
you guys
it's
got the
art.
clips. And hopefully we can convert this into maybe some episodes. But if not, you're here to see it. So fuck the people that weren't.
It's gonna be.
Also, there's no way this could have been a Felix idea because all he plays is David Cage games.
I don't know. I mean, like David Cage is kind of like no. Like, David Cage is kind of like an alpha.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here. I gotta go pee. I gotta
All
go
right.
do stuff. I gotta
All
eat
right,
my
let's get out of here because Branson has to pee. I guess that's a good reason to just wrap up.
This is better than ever. All right, thank you everyone so much.
Thank you, everyone.
And
Alright.
maybe eventually we'll do another one.
Hey, get
But
some
if not,
sleep.
fuck you.
Get some
Ooh.
sleep and settle down.
Ooh.
All right,
Bye-bye,
ciao.
bye-bye,
Bye bye.
bye-bye,
Bye-bye.
love you.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
Love